Excellency Nyeso Ezewanwike. Your Excellency, good morning and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, just a while ago you celebrated 2 years in office.
Yes.
And during this celebration, you rolled out a series of work done by your government, including construction, majorly construction. And you told us, as Rivers people, that these achievements were recorded 2 years in office. And you promised more. But just some couple of days ago, the former Rivers State Governor, Rotimi Chibuike-Amechi, who is now the Minister of Transportation, in a live broadcast, said many of this contract you said you constructed in 2 years, and actually constructed by his government. Your Excellency, Rivers people would want clarification. What is true and what is false in all of these? Could you just take us through it again? Some of these projects, particularly, there are some that the former governor has come out to say, no, that they were projects constructed by his government. Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Sharon, for this opportunity. It's most unfortunate that somebody who said he was celebrating his 52nd birthday will begin to tell Rivers people what he knows that is not correct. Here we recollect that when we were elected, when we were sworn in on May 29, 2015, I came into this station and I did say to Rivers people, the part of the problems we have always had is that when people come into power, they abandon uncompleted projects and start with their own projects. And it's most unfortunate that was what happened in the previous administration. That last administration never completed any project that was started by the former governors. All those projects were abandoned. And we said that the money for these projects are public funds. It is not a personal funds. If we see projects that we believe are very important to improve the welfare of the citizens of the state, that will not, because we did not start such projects, we abandon it, we will not do that. That we are going to complete those projects. I did say so. And that is what has given a difference between our own government and their own government. They believe that because they did not award a contract, there's no need of them completing such projects. But we said no, it doesn't matter who awarded. What is important that the people need these projects in order to improve their welfare, in order to improve the economy of the state. But before I get into it, let me tell you for purposes of record and let people have it. Now, when we came on board, because these issues have been linked, before I get to those projects, and I will read out all these projects, and then also let you know the projects we have awarded to this day, and which we have completed and are still going on. When we came on board, we told Rivers people that we made salaries unpaid. We made areas of pensioners. We made salaries of sports people who are not paid. Now, they did not pay the salary of April 2015. They don't pay the salary of May 2015. Pensioners, February, March, April, May were unpaid. Now, I've started 8 months salaries to contract athletes and coaches for 19th National Sports Festival Centenary Games were not paid. Payment of entitlement for Dolphin, the Den Dolphin, Sharks, and Rivers Angels were not paid. All this amounted to 14 billion 777 million 779,039 naira 77 kobo. As I speak to you today, by the special grace of God, we have cleared all this mess. 14 billion 777 million 779,039 naira 77 kobo. These were salaries and pensioners arrears that were not paid, that we have to complete. Now, when we also came on board, they took loan from Zenith Bank, 23 billion 266 million 229,569 naira 37 kobo. Loan alone, they were owing to Zenith Bank 23 billion 266 million 293,569 naira 37 kobo. They also said they took loan from Zenith Bank, agric loan, 2 billion 114 million 806,198 naira. This 2 billion naira was shared by the former commissioner of agric.
Are there facts to that?
Of course, that's why you see me really the facts. And that was one of the areas that Judicial Commission of Inquiry indicted him that this money, who are these people that got this agric loan? Where are their farms? This money was distributed before the election. But now let's go to the issue of the jobs he said that he completed and that we just came and commissioned it. Now, take for example, look at these jobs. Say for example, the organization of a pre-Olumoni road was awarded in 2012 at the cost of 10.3 billion. At the cost of 10.3 billion. When we came on board, anybody who stays in Olumoni, all students of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education will attest to the fact that there was no road going to that university. There was no road going to Olumoni. When we came on board, what he had paid to the contractor was 4.6 billion. Now, if you awarded a job at 2012 at the cost of 10.3 billion, and you have paid out 4.6, now what you are owing is about 6.something billion, and a new government now comes and says, look, this road is important, we must have to complete this road, and that new government now comes and pays about 6 billion to complete that project and commission it, and you now come and say, no, I have completed that kind of project. How can you say that? The records are there. 2012 you awarded a project for how many kilometers? That is about 13.6 a kilometer. Now, 2012, for how many years? For such a contract, you pay 4.6 billion. And we came on board. We said, no, we must have to complete the project. How much is it remaining? About 6 billion. We said, contractor, go back to site. And we have paid the contractor that 6 billion naira. And we go and commission the project. You come and tell the people of Rivers State, no, that was my project. How? Secondly, look at this project he's talking about. Look at this project. What is the problem in Ngwa Bridge? Everybody knows that bridge was not awarded. He had a problem with a contractor, MCC Money Construction Company. When I came on board, I said, why is this bridge not done? The contractor said, look, we have not agreed with the government. But I said, you have done the road. This bridge is key. Look at the traffic. Everybody was talking through Dr. Peter Audley Road. There's the need that this bridge must be constructed. I called the contractor and I called the Minister of Works, Usadan, who said, listen, what is the problem? The contractor said, look, we have told Rivers State government that it's going to cost us 600 million, for example. And the Rivers State government said, no, we're going to pay about 400 something million. I said, so you are telling me that about 100 something million, you cannot agree for you to have constructed this bridge. I said, okay, look, when was this job awarded? This job was awarded in 2000. This job was awarded in 2012. 2012, this job was awarded. We came in 2015. It's okay. You see that. How much is the difference? Rivers State government says we can't pay more than 450. You said you can't take less than 600. I said, okay, look, the way we are going to do this. Yes, it has taken a long time. Variations and the rest of it will come. But there will be no variation. You still go the same amount. So we will not do variation. If the 150 million is the difference, there will be no winner, there will be no loser. Rivers State government will take 50%. You have to take 50%. In essence, instead of paying you 600 million, we are going to pay you about 500 something, about 500 million. And the contractor agreed. And as I said today, we're happy that bridge was done and completed. A man comes and tells you he did the project. If you cannot, sufferance of the people, just how much is it that will make you to agree with the contractor? It's most unfortunate when I heard what he said. He said he refused to pay the contractor and the amount of money, and I went back and paid the contractor, and the contractor gave me money. What an insult. You know the man he's talking about? Senator John Asotan Bata is the chairman of MCC. And he's a living witness. He completed that section. And the other side of the bridge collapsed. we say, contractor, you must go back and reconstruct that bridge. As I speak to you today, that was the bridge that was commissioned by the former president, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. How would a man now come to launder his image, to now say he did one of the... It's not correct. The records are there. Rivers people, those who live in Wawo, those who live in Tasmania, will attest to the fact that these two bridges were constructed by this administration. Now, let me also go to another point. So you know, he awarded Ozoba, Rumorumene, Ozoba, Obogoro, Rumorumene. I went to campaign. During my campaign in Obogoro, I told them, if you support us, this road cannot be like this. We are going to make sure we complete this road. Because it's a major road that will have to reduce the traffic from those who are coming from Rumorumene, going to airport. They don't need to. They can take from Rumorumene and pass to Obogoro, Ozoba, then follow the new airport road. As I speak to you, we completed that project. That project was awarded when? It was awarded 2011. 2011. A man did not finish a project for 5 years. Then he said, oh, I've already completed it. How could such a person say that? Is it possible that a project that you are still worrying about 3-4 billion naira and a new government comes to pay about that money, you not claim that you are the one who completed that project, or it was about 90% completed? That is not correct. The contractors are there who are even his friends. He awarded these contracts. They are his friends. I never canceled the contract. I never changed the contract. I said, you go back. This was a job given to you by your friend. He didn't pay you. You moved out of sight. You now go back. I will pay you the money and that project will be completed. Because the people needed that road. But you couldn't do it. You started playing politics. Now look at another road he's talking about. Charles Amadi, he awarded this project from Garrison to Elelewon. He awarded this project at a cost of 49 billion to RCC. To RCC. That's supposed to be a flyover at Garrison Junction. That's supposed to be a bridge at Weja. That's supposed to be a bridge at the Slaughter. That's supposed to be another bridge when they're going to Elelewon. Let any reverse person or those who are doing business in this state attach to the fact when we came, what was the state of that road? That road was awarded 2012. As I speak to you, every month, RCC collect from us, from our entire generated revenue, 1 billion naira every month. We pay to RCC to make sure that that road is completed. Now by December or January, when that road is completed, the bridges are now built. You come back and say, oh, it was my project, I completed it. How can you say that? When we are paying to the contractor, whom you awarded the job to, we never canceled the contract, which was his own practice when he came on board, that every project awarded by the previous administration before him, he abandoned such projects, and he wants us to continue with the line he was doing. No, we don't say, we say no, we can't do that. It's a public funds. We must have to use the money for the interest of the people. So he preferred that I would have abandoned the road and then go and award my own road, so that the people along that area will continue to suffer. That is the difference between us and his own administration. Because everything is being vindictive. Why did he abandon the Ignatius Ajo University Road? Because my community from the Ruma Precom. He felt, no, let the people suffer.
Your Excellency, maybe that's what you're thinking.
No, I know him. Look, you have worked with somebody, right? When you have worked with somebody, you know his mindset, you know his thinking, you know the way he reacts. I can even tell you one. Elelewon, Abajo Road. That road was awarded to OK Esquadron, OK and Sons Limited. He did not mobilize the contractor a dime. Why? The former Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Ichendu, come from Elelewon, and the House of Reps member, Honorable Okechinda, come from Elelewon. He said no, the contractor should not move to site. And that road was nobody. Go today and see what is happening on that road. I gave it to Jonas Berger, Elelewon, Abajo Road. Now, Achipa Road in Ahoda. Chibudom is from Achipa. Simply because Chibudom is from that community, he abandoned the road. That road was, he gave out the road to one of his friends. Yeah, somebody from...
You may not necessarily be right.
No, but I know the person. Because I can tell you, he said so in his several speeches that Chibudom will suffer that road. But let me tell you the truth. When I went to campaign there, I told Chibudom, because this man had abandoned this road, if your people vote for me, I'm going to complete this road. Unfortunately, Chibudon left us and went to APC. However, I said no, a promise has been made. It doesn't matter. We cannot behave the way the previous administration behaved, looking at individual faces. To say because you're from this community, this person has to suffer. How can a community suffer because of one person? You don't like his face or you don't like his name. I went to Ahuda. I went to the people, and I said, listen, it doesn't matter that Chibudon, which your former deputy speaker, is no longer with us, but the promise has been made. I'm going to complete this road. I did not cancel the contract. This job he gave to one of his friends from Abia State. And I said, look, I'm going to go today. Chibudon Muche called me July. I said, my brother, I thank you for fulfilling this promise in spite of the fact that I left the party. I said, it has nothing to do with you. It is your people. They deserve it. You cannot make your people to suffer. It is not a personal thing. Now he comes back tomorrow and said, oh, I started that road. You started the road. At what point did you end it? The issue is not you started. Did you complete it?
But again, Your Excellency, the insinuation is that there is no project you started on your own in the last 2 years.
No, that is not correct. I can tell you this. Okay, let me read that. You and I know very well. You and I know very well. You see, sometimes people forget. If you have come to launder your image, which has been battered, that is he said, just for APC people to gather. So he wanted to tell APC people what they should hear, because APC has collapsed in this state. You and I know. Go to Burukiri, a whole city like that, there was no road. Go and see what is happening there today. Go to the Job. We awarded that about 21 kilometers in the whole of entire Job by CCECC. Go there. Even so shameful, the one in Ojaro here, UTC Junction, how bad it was to government house. You will attest to the fact that it was very shameful. What happened? We did Europe, but that is not the point. Look at Ogunabali. Look at Ogunabali. The landlord to government, Ogunabali, look at it. They have no road. That Ogunabali road and the internal roads in Ogunabali. Go today, we are finished doing them. The main Ogunabali road was done by Jonas Berger. Now the internal roads have been completed by Hado Nigeria Limited. That is Ogunabali. Go to Urumaholo, from Umokoro Junction, down Urumaholo, to the new airport road. Let the people who live there say, what happened? I awarded that contract and I finished by Ockman. Go to Uruma Parallel to Choba. Let those who live in Uruma Parallel, in Abo Kingdom, say whether I did not award that road and completed it. Go to Ozoba Rumosi Road. Let those who live in Ozoba Rumosi say that I did not award that job and I did not complete it. Go to Ruma Logo, to Alakaya, whether I did not award that job and completed it. Where he even lived, the Origwe Road, where the former governor wrote to me, lived in his life, would not even say, these people, I lived in your place. I appreciate you. That when I was growing, you gave me food. Everybody can attest to the fact that I awarded that job to CGC, and it has been completed and commissioned. Go to Enekaroboku Road. Those who live in Enekaroboku will attest to the fact that I awarded that job and it has been completed. Go to Ruboku Alu Road, which is being done by Xerox. You will attest to the fact that now it has been completed. Go and ask people, Iguruta to Chokocho. Those from Eche will attest to the fact that that road was nothing to write to Mapa. I awarded that road and I have completed it, has been commissioned. Go to Olapo Nihiafara Road in Eche. I awarded it to LCC, Lubricks Construction Company. I awarded it, it has been completed, and we have commissioned it, commissioned by Deputy Senate President Ekweremadu. Go to Chokocho, Uruma Kroshe. We have finished it, the acting president is coming to commission it. Chokocho to Osuzu. It's almost completed. Acting president is coming to commission it. Right. Now,
Your Excellency, are you saying these were things you did in 2 years?
I am telling you within 2 years. That is why his anger is why this man has taken the name Mr. Project. But there's nothing he could do about it. I came to serve the people. I didn't come to play politics to be vice president. To take the people's money to begin to play politics outside. It's on record. Within a man is comparing, he stayed 8 years in office. And I have just stayed 2 years in office. And you're comparing your 8 years and 2 years. Who has not come here to commission project? The day the acting president came here, was he not also Mr. Project? Indeed, you're Mr. Project. So if you have gone to London, your email that has been battered, there's nothing you can do about that. Are you going to run for governorship election again? You cannot run again. Allow the person who wants to run. Let the person come and tell us what he wants to do, not you. You can't be governor again. What you have done speaks for itself.
Again, Your Excellency, let's just move away there. Still talking about your achievement. You see, it's been taunted in the media that you never encouraged education, and that's the reason why you stopped the foreign scholarship.
First of all, so,
I
I also had when he said somebody who is not educated. With all due respect, my academic background and his cannot be compared at all. I've never made a poor grade when I was in university. Never. I went to the University of Port Harcourt, I read political science. I went to the University, I read law. I went to Nigerian law school. I came out. I never had any poor grade. I never went to any of the schools in the villages to go and ask for where I would write WAEC, like he did.
Your Excellency, that's no,
it's not. I just want to let you. When a man said somebody who's not educated, I just want to come from that background. I came in here when we came on board. We said, look, some of the scholarships we don't need it. As at the time you awarded the scholarship, how much was the state receiving? 25 to 30 billion naira every month. How much is the state receiving now? When we came on board, we are getting 5-6 billion naira a month. And the salary bill which he kept was about 7 billion naira. And then, what was the rate of dollars at then when we came on board? I would say, listen, we must tell ourselves the simple truth. Look, what are the needs? How can somebody say you want to do philosophy? Government will give you scholarship to go to overseas. You want to read accountancy? Government will give you scholarship. We say, listen, some of these courses, we have professionals here. We have very good schools that can handle this courses. We don't need to spend our energy in spending our foreign currency that's hard to get. Therefore, we look into courses that we think that we really require. Areas like in medicine, areas like in engineering. These are special areas that we may not have what it takes in this area. So we must encourage those ones and continue to pay their fees. But these other ones, we cannot continue because look at the finances of the state now. We don't need to play politics with it. How could a man stay because you have so much money? If we went to award scholarship from those from Niger State, from Plateau State, simply because you want to be vice president?
Are you saying that was what the former administration?
Of course,
did?
Of course.
You have that
you even had him when he said yesterday. I was listening to the cassette when he said he even awarded to non-indigenous. He said so. I saw the record. Niger State, Plateau State, because he wanted to be a vice president, and you want me to take Rivers money to fund that? I said no. We are not for our Christmas. Rivers State should not. We won't do that. We need money to help our people to grow the state. And I said, these areas we cannot continue. And I owe no apologies to that. I said Rivers money must be for Rivers people, for the interest of Rivers people. I cannot play politics with the little funds we have because I want to be vice president. And that was the end of it all. I never hid my intention. When we came on board, we told Rivers people, it is not every of these scholarships that we have to continue. Some of these scholarships are not necessary. And I stand by that, and I have no apologies. These are political scholarships that he awarded.
But again, Your Excellency, another...
So when he said education, let me tell you, a man talks, without thinking, with all due respect. As when we came on board, he did not assess UBEC fund. He did not. About 2.8 billion naira, he did not assess it. Why, if he likes education? Why did he allow the fund to remain there? I came on board. I said, listen, if we have 2.8 billion for the federal government, we put in our own 2.8 billion, that would be 5.6 billion. We paid for it, and we got 5.6. And I told the chairman of the State Basic Education Authority, Subel, look, you have to go and put back our primary schools the way they are supposed to be. We don't need to demolish and start building new schools so that people will know that you are the one who do this. We said no. Go and renovate schools and put the furniture so that students or children or people will be able to say, look, we are attending good schools, we have good classrooms. Not you coming, destroying one school or the other, and then you pack the children that you're going to, just take for example in Obunabali. There's one school in Obunabali today, near where you have where those people have their market, they call Ayamakara. Opposite, there was a school there. He brought the school down, packed the children, and went to someone and said, look, he's going to build new one. As I speak to you, go there. Uncompleted project. Go there, uncompleted project. Look, go to Rumokuta girls. We didn't go and see what's happening in Rumokuta girls. Go to Nyemoni Grammar School. Go and see what we're doing in Nyemoni Grammar School. Go to BMGS Bori. Go and see what's happening in BMGS Bori. He went to government secondary school Ogu and brought down the school. The people wept and cried. He said he was going to build a new school for them. The man left, said 8 years in office. He couldn't even put one block for the people of Ogu. Today, go to Ogu and see the kind of school we're doing. When you have the spirit of destruction, bring down, it doesn't make sense. So if I don't like education, why would I be putting these resources to those areas? Why? Look at what he did. Rivers State University. Today, we have set up a medical college. Go and see the building going on to train our doctors. You don't play politics in everything you are doing. You don't play politics. Every project abandoned. Let me tell you one. Look at the general hospitals. He said he was going to build zonal hospital. Go and see the one in Degema. What has happened? Go to Ahoda. What has happened? Go to Eche. What has happened? Go to Bori. What has happened? And then I came as a governor, and then I went to those areas. Look at the projects abandoned, and I should not put money to complete the projects. When we complete the projects, you come to us and you say, oh, these are my projects. Who's going to suffer? Go and see how we have renovated the general hospitals. 13 general hospitals, we renovated them. Look at the agreement he had with NDDC to build a mother and child hospital along the Barrow Air Force base there. What happened? They said they brought 800 million naira. NDDC to bring about 900 million. That the project is about 1.7 billion. NDDC paid the contractor about 400 million. That was the end of the project. I came on and said, how can this be? What kind of government is this? Why would you pay your own 800 million to NDDC without NDDC putting their own cover? And you allow NDDC to manage your own contract with your own fund. I have terminated that, and I've told the contractor, go back. And then NDDC must give us our money back. We don't need them again. They must give us our money back. We are now funding the completion of that mother and child hospital. When we finish it tomorrow, he comes to say, it was my project. Go to Degema Zonal Hospital. It was abandoned. We have given money to the contractor. You must finish the project. When we finish it tomorrow, he comes and says, it's my project. Go to, okay, we have given the contractor the money. Go and finish the Zonal Hospital. When we finish it tomorrow, he comes back. He said, it's our project. Why will you scatter projects you cannot finish? And then when somebody has put his energy, all of us in our team, put our energy, put the state resources to complete those projects, you now come back to say, I started the project. The issue is not you started. And if you meant well for the state, why would you carry projects you know you cannot complete and have scattered all over the places? And then we have come to say we cannot allow those, our funds, we can't allow it to be a waste. We have to go back. And the problem in government in this country today, people want to start everything on their own. Let it be that I started this. It is that spirit that has killed government. And I said, no, we won't do that. Any project we think are vital, are very important to the people, we must complete it. It doesn't matter who awarded the project.
You're tuned to Silverbirds Rhythm 93.7 Port Harcourt. This is a special interactive session on radio with the Rivers State Governor, His Excellency, taking time to take us. But just before then, Your Excellency, perhaps one area that nobody can say I started and ended is the issue of security.
Yes.
Now, it's been said that when the administration, former administration was here, the level of insecurity reduced. And the allegation is that right now you are dining and wining with criminals. What have you done in 2 years?
Like I said, you know, if you have a child who is not brought up very well, he talks anyhow. If the former governor was brought up very well by his parents, he didn't stay with his parents anyway.
Your Excellency, the issue of security.
I'm coming. I'm coming. He said, the point is that I am dining and whining with criminals. You're insulting your governor. That's why I say you're not brought up very well. How would a governor dine and eat with criminals? That's an insult to do. Not me, but to that seat. In any case, it's unfortunate. You and I know that when we came on board, this state was already a story of insecurity. You and I know that as I came, The former governor didn't pay security agencies 6 months of the allowances. He refused to pay them. Why? Why? That he was not the one who bought the CP. I said, no, that's security. It doesn't matter who bought the CP. I cleared that allowances at the security agencies in the state. My business is to provide logistics to the security agencies. My business is not to take my wife and go and pursue, like he said, pursuing criminals. I don't know whether he had gone, the wife had gone, and they were pursuing a criminal. Look at what a story. 52-year-old will tell the public, I am my wife and CP. We started pursuing a criminal.
Your Excellency,
I'm coming.
Yes.
I have opportunity to react to those issues. Today, you will agree with me that we have been able to fight security to the last. When we started this amnesty program, they said it was a political. They discouraged people. I have gotten letters from so many people commenting our efforts that had brought down the insecurity in this state. If the man claims that he is in charge of security, he posts CP, he posts the director of exercise, he posts the naval commander, he posts the Air Force commander. If there was insecurity, he came to have his birthday. Instead of insecurity, he came to have your birthday. 2, look at what is happening in Lagos. Who is not aware the level of insecurity in Lagos? Who is not aware of what's happening in Kaduna State? Who is not aware of what's happening in Imo State? Who is not aware of what's happening in Kogi State? No society can say you can totally eliminate crime. Even in America, even in UK. But you can agree with us that we have been able to reduce the level of insecurity in this state. We cannot say that we have completely eliminated crime, which is also not possible. But you must give us that credit, that yes, it is no longer what it used to be. Because with the cooperation of security agencies, which he, according to him, he is in charge of security agencies, who he tells us who comes here that they are in federal government. I'm not bothered about that. My own issue is to cooperate with the heads of security agencies in the state to provide security for the people. He said that he used to go to nightclub. He used to go to nightclub. That nobody goes to nightclub. You and I know, you go to Casablanca, go to Woji Road, go to Job, see what you call nightlife. There was no nightlife when he was there, because if you can't even have street lights, there was no street light, there was no traffic light when he was there. Common street light and traffic light, we didn't have it. Today there are street lights all over the places, and that has brought life back to the city. When he says, and I want Rivers people to forgive me if I say this, but it is also for their own interest, so people will know the kind of character you are talking about. I've kept quiet for some time to concentrate in giving the people the dividend of democracy. So what I'm going to say that Rivers people should not react, but it is for their own.
Taking time to take us, but just before that, Your Excellency, perhaps one area that nobody can say I started and ended is the issue of security.
Yes.
Now, it's been said that when the former administration was here, the level of insecurity reduced. And the allegation is that right now you are dining and wining with criminals. What have you done in 2 years?
Like I said, you know, if you have a child who is not brought up very well, he talks anyhow. If the former governor was brought up very well by his parents, he didn't stay with his parents anyway.
Your Excellency, the issue of security.
I'm coming. I'm coming. He said, the point is that I am dining and whining with criminals. You're insulting your governor. That's why I say you're not brought up very well. How would a governor dine and eat with criminals? That's an insult to do. Not me, but to that seat. In any case, it's unfortunate. You and I know that when we came on board, this state was already a story of insecurity. You and I know that as I came, the former governor didn't pay security agencies 6 months of the allowances. He refused to pay them. Why? Why? That he was not the one who bought the CP. I said, no, that's security. It doesn't matter who bought the CP. I cleared that allowances at the security agencies in the state. My business is to provide logistics to the security agencies. My business is not to take my wife and go and pursue, like he said, pursuing criminals. I don't know whether he had gone, the wife had gone, and they were pursuing a criminal. Look at what a story. 52-year-old will tell the public, I am my wife and CP. We started pursuing a criminal.
Your Excellency,
I'm coming.
Yes.
I have opportunity to react to those issues. Today, you will agree with me that we have been able to fight security to the last. When we started this amnesty program, they said it was a political. They discourage people. I have gotten letter from so many people commenting our efforts that had brought down the insecurity in the state. If the man claims that he is in charge of security, he posts CP, he posts director of exercise, he posts the naval commander, he posts the Air Force commander. If there was insecurity, he came to have his birthday. Instead of insecurity, he came to have your birthday. Two, look at what is happening in Lagos. Who is not aware the level of insecurity in Lagos? Who is not aware of what's happening in Kaduna State? Who is not aware of what's happening in Imo State? Who is not aware of what's happening in Kogi State? No society can say you can totally eliminate crime. Even in America, even in UK. But you can agree with us that we have been able to reduce the level of insecurity in this state. We cannot say that we have completely eliminated crime, which is also not possible. But you must give us that credit, that yes, it is no longer what it used to be. Because with the cooperation of the security agency, which he, according to him, he is in charge of security agencies, who he tells us who comes here, that they are in federal government. I'm not bothered about that. My own issue is to cooperate with the heads of security agencies in the state to provide security for the people. He said that he used to go to nightclub. He used to go to nightclub. That nobody goes to nightclub. You and I know, you go to Casablanca, go to Woji Road, go to Job, see what you call nightlife. There was no nightlife when he was there, because if you can't even have street lights, there was no street light, there was no traffic light when he was there. Common street light and traffic light, we didn't have it. Today there are street lights all over the places, and that has brought life back to the city. When he says, and I want Rivers people to forgive me if I say this, but it is also for their own interest, so people will know the kind of character you are talking about. I've kept quiet for some time to concentrate in giving the people the dividend of democracy.